when you decide to open your mouth, you have to receive the repercussions that come from that. When you say and you go out in this earth and you running your mouth and you talking about people and you got something to say, you got input, you got to be able to stand on that. If somebody subpoena you in court and say, oh, I see that you said all these things, you got to be able to stand on what you said. Y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a minute since we've had our girl talks. I really feel like definitely in 2022 I was doing way more of those, and I apologize if you guys have felt deprived and like, girl, where is the girl talks? But we're back with another one. So as I kind of explain to y'all all the time here on my channel, what I talk about the most is just things that impact my life, things that I have went through, things I've seen other people go through. And, you know, I just try to be full on transparent, full on candid with just everyday life. That's the whole purpose of watching YouTube, clicking on these videos. It's obviously something you want to learn more about, something you want to see. And you might just be bored and need some entertainment. However you want to put it, that's basically what my platform is about. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So the title of this video that I said that it should be is Stand on What You Said. I just want to take y'all all the way back. I kind of want to set the tone. So I think the very first time I ever had drama in my life, and I'm talking about drama that comes with, you know, being a girl, being in school. You know, girls are very catty, petty. Y'all know how us women can be. My very first time of being in drama was the second grade. That's as far as I can remember, as far as I can go back in my mind, when I was in the second grade. And I will never forget me and my friends at the time. I was a new girl in school, so I was basically trying to, you know, put a stand on it, put my 10 toes down, make friends, kind of let them know who I was, what I was about. And it worked out well. I didn't know at the time, but I ended up kind of linking with like the most popular girls who were in elementary at the time, and that's who I was hanging with. I don't actually remember what happened, but I do remember me and one girl were sitting at lunch, we were talking, and our other friend, they were into it. The two girls were into it, and I will never forget one friend, the other girl, she wrote a letter. This is back when we used to write notes and all that different stuff. She wrote a note and she basically was saying like why she was upset and what had happened. And then in the note, randomly, out of nowhere, she literally puts in the note, and I don't care what Asha has to say. Now, when the girl showed me that part in the note, I was confused because I'm like, hold on, sis. What you mean you don't care what Asha has to say? At this time, I was still considered new to their clique, new to their group of girls. So in my mind, I'm like, girl, I ain't got nothing to say because I don't really know y'all like that. Like, I don't know what y'all mad about. And I think the girl was, again, y'all, this is 20 plus years ago. So I feel like the girl was trying to explain to me, you know, what had happened and why, you know, they were into it. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, so now I think, again, this is my very first time that I remember being in drama. Me and the girl was walking in the hallway and we ended up seeing the girl who wrote the note. I kind of confronted her and I was just like, what you meant by that? Like, I'm confused. Like, I don't have nothing to do with what y'all got going on. So what does that mean? And again, this was years ago. I can't remember the resolve or anything. I'm still friends with these same girls to this day, so it wasn't anything crazy. But I'm just telling y'all this story because I remember that being the very first time in my life that I had drama. And since then, literally, it seemed like every year something would happen, right? Whether it was with me or a friend group or whatever may have you. I just feel like this is how it goes. The first incident that I remember, second grade, fifth grade, I remember another incident happening where me and Iman and my other friend, Nicoya, my other friend, I will never forget, like I'm calling names now because I'm really still close to these girls, but we all had to go see the counselor. And we all had to go see the counselor. And again, this was a story where it literally had nothing to do with me. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I was in it because I had something on it. Meaning I said something and it's like, oh, she needs to be brought in too because why is she saying this, right? I don't remember exactly what happened, but I will never forget my friend at the time. Her name was, I don't want to say, me and her not as cool, but I'm going to tell y'all the nickname. I'll never forget to this day. The counselor gave her a nickname and the nickname was Kool-Aid. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna start calling you Kool-Aid because you all in the mix, you all in this mix. And ever since, we always, to this day, we still call her Kool-Aid, which is crazy. This is 5th grade now, y'all. But I'm saying all this to say, I was only in the office as well because I had, I can't remember if I volunteered my input or my input was asked and I willingly gave it up. So I was called into the office for this. Now, fast forward, I'm just giving y'all a timeline of just life. And I'm sure you ladies who are watching this, y'all can all agree, you guys have been through the same different things. You guys have had girlfriends, girls groups, and I will never forget my mom, because I feel like at some point I was in drama all the time, drama. And I will never forget my mom was like, oh, I'm so glad I ain't got no friends because, baby, yeah, I may not have friends to go to the movies with, go to the mall with, do these little trips, whatever. But she was like, I ain't got no drama in my life. It's just me and my husband. And I would never forget, my mom used to say that all the time. And I used to be like, girl, having friends is fun. Like, I don't know what you talking about. Yeah, like, yeah, we be getting into it. Yeah, it be petty stuff going on. But it's nobody's dying behind it. Nobody's, you know, I've never had a friend that just betrayed me in such a way. Well, never mind, I take that back. I'll probably tell y'all that story later on in life, but actually I lie. I have had one friend to betray me. But outside of that person, let's bring it back to, again, just being friends. Like, again, you get into drama, people say things they shouldn't say, but at the end of the day, nobody's dying. We're not curing cancer. Like, it just is what it is. So friends and I have had conversations, and this literally happened. If you guys have watched the vlog, when I went to that function that night, it was called the Part 100 or something like that. I was with my friends Tia, Iman, Am. We stayed up that entire night till about 4 o'clock in the morning, sitting in the Bank of America building, just talking about old times, things we've been through. And it was so crazy because as we were talking about that, we brought up instances where, you know, you said this and it got back to this person, or this and that and this and that. What I've learned over my life, I want to say, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say there's never been a time that I've lied and said I didn't say that. I can't stand on that because I don't remember, but it probably has been a time where maybe my initial reaction was, oh, I didn't say that. And I feel like when people initial reaction, when you say something about a friend or you say something about somebody you know, and it come all the way around back and they find out that you was talking mess, that you was running your mouth, I think it's human nature, right, to kind of want to be on the defense and say, oh, I didn't say that, because you don't want to necessarily have confrontation. Now, depending on who the person is, you might want to have confrontation with them. I know me personally, if I don't know you from a can of paint, yeah, I mean, nothing in my mind will make me hesitate to say, yeah, I said that. Nothing in my mind would make me hesitate. Now, again, we're talking about a friend, somebody you love, somebody in your life, somebody who you genuinely care about them. I think that's completely different. I can absolutely understand how someone would hesitate and say, oh, I didn't say that, or where that come from, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, even when you're confronting your man and your man has done something to you, right? I can't think of no now time, and y'all will let me know in the comments. I can't think of no time that I've confronted a man about anything and they was like, oh yeah, I said that shit. Oh yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, for sure, I did. Never, ever. Jody said it best in Baby Boy. He said, I lie to you because I care about your feelings. I'm out here telling all these girls the truth. And I know you guys can look at that so many different ways, but again, that's basically where it comes from. I think people have a hard time with taking accountability, especially when they know that they've hurt somebody that they care about. Now, again, if it's somebody in the streets, somebody you don't know, somebody you seen around the way, obviously that's different, right? Because in your mind, you're like, oh, yeah, I said that. And a situation came up that really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, only because it rubbed me the wrong way because one of my friends was like, oh, I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, I know Asha said that, and but I didn't tell her that I think you said it, but in my mind I'm like, yeah, I said it. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, and I was honest with her. I said I absolutely told my best friends. I only have 2 best friends. I absolutely told my best friends, yes, I did. But at the same time, outside of her, she's also with 3. She's my best friend too, but this girl I'm talking to is my best friend as well. I'm like, yeah, I only have 2 other best friends. I told them yes. And I was like, but those two people, the person who business it was, this is not a friend of ours. This is not somebody we hang out with, kick it with, skate with, whatever T.I. said. In my opinion, when you decide to tell, and this goes to you, if I'm talking to you and you know you're a person who hang out with different cliques of girls, meaning like you don't have your own set of friends and you guys are all friends and you guys all share ideas, situations, whatever may have you together. What I have realized in my short amount of time on this earth, and I say short, but it really is mid time on this earth, is that people who don't have real friends, or people who you can identify them as, oh, that's such and such friend, that's such and such friend. I feel like they really, really, really always find themselves in drama. And here's the reason why. Because you hearing from this group, that group, this group, that group, you don't have any loyalty to anybody. So you just going around town with whoever's business. And obviously this is only if you're that type of person. You may be a person who can get information, harvest it, and move on and not even say nothing. But if you're a person who just can't help yourself, you can't hold water, yeah, those type of girls I've always been scared of. I've always tried to stay far, far away from women who, in my opinion, just be friends with everybody. That's basically what it is. You friends, everybody your friend, everybody your best friend, you in every clique, you in every scene. You're in drama in my mind. Like, there's nothing that can tell me or make me feel comfortable having you around and saying you're a friend, and I see you with all these different kind of groups and cliques. That's just what it is. So the girl, to bring that up, the person in question that we were speaking about is that kind of person. She got hella friends. She be in the mix. What was brought up in court was that maybe it came from me, Asha. Maybe she said it was a secret, but I'm gonna tell you how it wasn't a secret. But this secret probably came from Asha. And it's like, okay, yeah, I did tell my friends. I did. I said I ain't gonna sit here and cap and pretend. But again, the information that was told was in a large group of setting. It was about 10 plus women. Nobody knew anybody from a can of paint. We only knew the host. So for us, it's like, okay, to disclose your information. Now, again, I'm asking you guys, to me, the best way to keep a secret is to not tell anybody. Don't write it down. Damn near don't think about it, because you may blurt it out in conversation. If you really don't want somebody to know your business, you don't tell anybody. This is something I've had to learn. My friends have to learn. You just keep it to yourself, right? Because what I've learned, again, in my life is, yeah, you may tell your best friend, and then she's going to tell her best friend, and then she's going to tell her best friend. And then she's going to tell her best friend, who may actually be a friend of yours, and somehow all of that is still going to get back to the person, right? That's how drama is. Unfortunately, it carries, it starts somewhere, and it really, truly always makes itself back around. Now, why is this important, and why am I saying this? I ended up defending myself, and I was like, at the end of the day, yes, I did tell other people. However, the situation to me was not something to be like saying, oh, don't tell. And she didn't even say, don't tell nobody. So with that being said, I'm saying all that to say, what I learned from that, again, is basically the title of this video. Regardless of whatever happens in life, I'm not ever telling you, keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody business. You just got to be ready to stand on this shit. I'm going to be honest. And I told my friend, I said, look, have her call me if she thinks it was me, which I know it wasn't, because, again, this is not somebody who got one or two friends. This is somebody who's a friend of everybody. You're a friend of a friend of a friend. But I said I'll riddle her. If she really think it was me, have her call me, and I explain to her exactly what I said and who I told. Because I don't have an issue of saying that, because that's what I said, and I'm gonna stand on what I said. If you didn't learn anything from this little quick story time, take accountability, especially at this big age. And I think I even was telling the girls this when we were sitting talking. At this big age, no, I'm not saying I didn't say that. Maybe when I was in high school and I knew I had to see the person every day, or I cared about them, or whatever may have you, that's so different, right? But at this big age, no, I'm not gonna say I didn't say that. I'm gonna say, let me think. Yeah, I think I did say that. And these are the people I told, if you're willing to carry a bone, you got to be able to eat it up. You got to be able to stand on that bone that you carry. When you decide to open your mouth, you have to receive the repercussions that come from that. When you say and you go out in this earth and you running your mouth and you talking about people and you got something to say, you got input, you got to be able to stand on that. If somebody subpoena you in court and say, oh, I see that you said all these things, you got to be able to stand on what you said. And that's something I had to learn. And I hope if you guys don't take anything from this video, either you guys learn, like I said, to maybe minimize some of the things you say about other people if you're not going to stand on it. Or maybe you guys be like, girl, I'm going to keep going on. Just be ready to stand on it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. But again, when I come to y'all and I'm talking to y'all about things that are happening in my life or things that have happened, things I went through, I just love to tell you guys a good little story time because I feel like, you know, it could be an 18-year-old watching this right now. Somebody in high school could be watching my videos and they could be going through some drama. And little sister, if you're watching this, I want to tell you, like, you know, it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna blow over. We see news and tabloids and all kinds of things in the news all the time, and it be the talk of the freaking day. Next day is something else, the next day is something else. It's always gonna be something else, right? Don't lose yourself and get so bogged down about friends. Friends can be fickle, and friends also, if it's a real relationship, you always can mend a real relationship. And I have never been in a situation necessarily where I said something about somebody and it's like, oh, I never want to be her friend again. I'm not that kind of female. I can probably, I ain't gonna say count on my hands, but I can think of the things I've said about other people and it was not ever to a magnitude of, oh my God, or where they'll be like, oh, I can't be this girlfriend no more. I kind of keep to myself for the most part. Like I'll talk and I'll say whatever, but believe me, anything I've ever said about somebody, I'm not afraid to tell them I said that. I'm gonna be very honest, especially again at this big age. Now back when I was younger, maybe I was a little more timid, a little bit more whatever, but I know now, I'm not, I've learned that, you know, digging into people or like pulling the rug under people, or that's just not me anymore, or not me at all rather. But I just don't even go that deep. Everything I've talked about, I feel like it's surface level. But again, the main topic of this video is just, if you ever get cornered and someone asks you, hey, did you say, you gotta be able to take accountability. You have to be able to take accountability for what you did, what you said, how you went about it. Like, it just is what it is. We've all had to do it. We all are going to have to continue to do it. It's a part of life. Nobody's gonna die, and we are not curing cancer. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos, y'all let me know in the comments. Give me some ideas of some things that you would like to see moving forward, because we are going to start back doing our girl talks. But again, this video, what prompted this video was me again having that conversation with my girls a week ago and just thinking about it, right? We see it all the time. I'm even thinking about, unfortunately, what happened with Spice and Erica. I just feel like when you tell somebody something in confidence and then they decide they want to say their business. I mean, she told her to her face, like, yeah, I'm going to say this because that's what you told me. But it's like, again, like, even with that, be careful, protect your peace. Because I tell my friends things about me, but I don't tell them everything. You can't tell everybody everything, because at the end of the day, somebody can be your friend today and they can be the devil tomorrow, honey, and they can go out there and tell all your business and have you looking a complete plumb fool because you trusted them. And that's one thing I do want to thank God for. The people in my life right now that I consider my close friends, God forbid we fall off tomorrow, we stop talking, I know that they're never going to go out of their way to tell my business or make a mockery of me, because I think these women genuinely love me and I genuinely love them too. So nothing's going on. Me and all my friends are good, y'all. I just wanted to come back and tell you guys just a little quick story time. And if you don't learn nothing else from this video, y'all, again, take accountability. And if you don't want your business out there, or you don't want to be a part of drama, keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's it. But anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yes, hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. And yeah, bye.